I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. Today it's my dad and I and Larry are fishing aboard a 31-foot boat, and we're here at Catalina Island. We're going to be small boat fishing today, showing you how to catch quality fish like this, nice calico bass. And think you can catch one of these?
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. This week's episode of Sport Fishing is brought to you by Food Saver, the #1 way to seal your fish. By Lowry's, the difference is delicious. By Yozuri, quality freshwater and saltwater fishing lures. By Cabela's, foremost in outfitters. Del Taco, they're open 24 hours. Stren, quality fishing line. Akuma fishing reels, official reels of sport fishing. And by Eagle Claw, America's #1 hook manufacturer, that's Eagle Claw. Just fishing with live squid right along the edge of the kelp. We got another one down on the bottom here. It's starting to get bit. I'm on here, I just got bit. Just fishing a live squid right along the edge of the kelp. And here's a nice calico bass. That's a nice fish. You see the squid I was using here? When you get this dead squid like this, it's good to just save them. We keep them in a bucket. We use them later. We need them, we chum them. And there's a nice quality bass. Good fish. Man, you got the hook good in them. This is a brand new hook. These are the pen hooks made by Eagle Claw. Great quality hook. I like this red color finish. It's been working out really nice for me. And here's a proof. Nice quality fish. Go ahead and release this guy. I'm going to show you how we're fishing. It's real simple, just digging the bait out of the well. We got some live squid here. Just grab it, just pin it on twice. And we have the boat nice and close to the kelp. So you really don't have to make a long cast. You just kind of pitch it out, get right along the edge of the kelp, and let the squid just swim. And just feeding it a little bit of line. Here we go. Oh, it looks like a nicer bass. Oh yeah. Nice calico. And again, we're just fishing with the live squids. And got this bass. Yeah, nice fish. There we go. We got another. Oh, he took me in the weeds, Dad. Let me see. If we get him out of there.
Get a bite. Get a bite.
You getting a bite too? There we go. We're fishing right along the kelp bit here, casting right along the edge of it, and letting the bait just kind of fall down. And one of the dangers is the fish are picking it up and running in the kelp. So what I need to do is just kind of back off my line, give it some line. And lots of times the fish will think they're free, and they'll find an opening down there and they'll get out, and you'll feel their head shake. And when they do that, then you just wind it in. Lots of times the fish will help you get them out. Let's see what this one does. My dad's getting bit. There you go. There you go. Oh, a nice bass. Right there. Good one. Here we got a double going. I'm on too. Yeah, he just had a cut bait on there. There you go.
Cut bait on me.
Nice fish, Ted. Nice calico bass.
They're just fighting each other back and forth. They don't even know it.
I know. Here comes my fish. My fish right here on the surface. Working them through the kelp. Working them through the kelp. There he is. Nice fish. All right, another quality calico. Again, just fishing with the pin hooks. I'm just fly lining it out there. Edge of kelp with the live squid on. And it's working really good. There's a hook. There's a fish. All right, well, stay tuned. And when we return, we're going to show you some different techniques of how we're attracting the fish to the boat, maybe using chum buckets and other things like that. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, I got a calico going here. Smaller size. Not as big as the one that everybody else has been getting, but they swallowed the hooks. Here's the pliers. So I'm gonna release this one, but he swallowed the hook, so I'm just gonna cut the line. That way, a good chance to surviving. Goes. There you go.
Switched over to a little bomber jig and kind of bomber type of lead head jig. And a piece of squid on it. Working right back here in the kelp. What do we got here? A little calico. Not a monster, but a nice sized fish. It's a little jig I was talking about. Barely got him hooked. Release real nice. Fairly legal. Go ahead and let him go. This is just another technique you can use for fishing a live squid. And the way we like to do this is we take our live squid and pin it on. And I like to put it on twice, sometimes 3 times like that. Put it on the lead head. And just cast it out. We got a nice kelp area here. And I'm using our Premier rod, the Hernandez series. And it's an 8-foot rod, Premier rod, Kuma reel. I have like 15-pound test line. Just letting the bait just kind of fall right there along the edge of the kelp. And with that lead head, it kind of lets the squid kind of flutter a little bit, and he's still live, so he's still moving. Because that lead head, the squid's forced to go down a little bit deeper. And that's where I think there's a lot of bass in this area. They're just kind of suspended. So that's why we're using this rig. And what we like to do too, when we start fishing in any area, is use a chum bucket. I wanted to show that to you real quick. This is what we call our chum bucket. This one here is a 5-gallon model. It's made by Fish All. And we just drop it in the water, chum it around, and the little chum particles come out of it. And it attracts the smelt and the perch, and that attracts the game fish. And whenever we're small bait fishing, or small boat fishing like this, we always use a chum bucket because we can't carry enough bait in our bait tank. Even though we have a pretty large bait tank, it's just not possible to carry the kind of quantity of bait that a sport boat has. So that's why we use this chum bucket. And it actually kind of brings schools of bait fish to us. And as the bait fish swim around the boat, then the other game fish come in the area to eat those bait fish. And then we toss our baits in there. It's turned into a beautiful day. We're here at Catalina Island fishing with my dad and my buddy Larry. It's a beautiful day here at Catalina Island. We're on the back side fishing aboard our 30-footer. And hopefully we'll get a couple more calicos here. And if we get really lucky, we should get a white sea bass or yellowtail. Let's see what else we get here.
Oh, maybe not too small. I think this is going to be a keeper.
So, well, that's nice bass. see.
Yeah, we'll let him run.
Yeah, the hook's awfully deep.
Pretty deep.
So just go ahead and cut it right there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Nice fish, Ted.
Very good. Thank you.
There it goes. All right. You got that one on the live squid?
Yeah. On the left.
Okay. All right. Try to get a few more here before we call it a day. So we're running out of time.
Okay.
All right.
Let me hook
another
up
hook on
and get another one.
there. And another one. It's fishing the live squid. The smallest one of the day so far. Small calico bass. Fishing live squid. And those pin hooks. The eagle claw working really great. And I really like that red color. We made a little move. We started here early in the dark, and there's just so many boats here that we left. Worked their way around Ribbon Rock and from the west side of the island toward the middle and the back side, and picked a few bass there. We showed you those bass and stuff. Now it's getting toward the end of the day, so we're back on the west end. This is the very end of the island, right up here toward the end of the island. So what we want to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time more here, trying to catch a few calico bass, and we're trying to get that white sea bass or yellowtail. There's been a lot of fish running the last couple of weeks, but today seems to be kind of a slower day for the exotics. But we know we can get a lot of calico, so let me show you how we've been catching these. I think my dad's got one.
Looks like a small one. There's no monster. But it's coming.
To the bass?
Oh,
Yeah, it's calico.
what is this?
Calico bass.
Liquid calico bass.
It's calico bass. Those are those brand new hooks we had you fish with today. The brand new pin hooks by Eagle Claw. Yeah, there you go. This is a legal bass.
Yeah, we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we'll let it go. There it goes. He slipped out of my
That's
hand.
one way to go.
This is my dad. He's fishing with us today. Having a good time right here fishing on it's our family boat, 30-footer. Having a good time. So, what did you get so far today? A couple calicos?
Couple of calico.
You lost that barracuda boat
Big barracuda.
and a small sheephead.
Yeah,
All right.
undersized. But we still haven't gotten a big one.
Well, see, the seals are laughing at us. We still gotta get that exotic. We haven't got that sea bass yet. This week in the galley, we're back up on our Chris Craft, and we have the very famous, world-renowned, and even famous here in Southern California, but especially in the South, where he has his own TV show. Scott's sporting chef, and Scott's been kind enough to come down and join us today, and he's going to show us how to grill a dish and how to do it outdoors. You can do it at home, or especially here on your own boat.
On your own boat.
It's a lot of fun to do.
Keep it simple.
What are we gonna do?
This is halibut. It's got a little bit of olive oil on it. And I'm going to season it with some of the Ducks Unlimited lemon and lime pepper seasoning made by Lowry's.
Of course.
I'll shake some of this on here. This is going to go on the grill, and we'll get the other side when we get it in there. To go with this, we're going to do a kind of a mango reduction, a mango sauce.
Okay.
Which, if you were smart about it and you thought ahead, you'd make this mango sauce at home, put it into a jar, and then just heat it up, put it in a little pan and heat it up. We're going to show the long way.
Right.
But this, really, do as much work as you can at home, and let's get this on the grill here.
Well, we got to show them how to do this.
Oh yeah. That's going to go on there, and then let me shake a little on the other side. And then we'll put our pan right here in the queue and get our sauce going. In the pan, I've got some garlic, just a little bit of garlic. This is just your basic mango nectar. Brand's not really critical here. Thicker is better. There we go. A mango nectar, you don't want to use too much, because the more you use, the more you're going to have to reduce. And some fresh basil. And some green onion. And some pickled ginger, or you could use fresh ginger. And remember, there's already a little bit of garlic in here. This is cornstarch mixed with cold water. And what that's going to do is this is going to thicken it. As soon as this comes to a boil, the cornstarch will thicken it up. If we need to add a little bit more, we can. And these fresh mangoes are a little bit firm, so I'm going to go ahead and throw them in now. If you've got a really nice dark orange, fresh mango. Wait until the very end and throw that on. But in the meantime, we're just gonna get that heated. Like I said, when the sauce comes to the boil, with the cornstarch and water, it's gonna thicken it up. We'll kind of do that and see what it tastes like. You know what this is gonna need?
I have no idea.
Fresh lime juice. Yeah. Strikes me, I might just put a little bit on your fish too. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
Look at it glisten. All right. I'm ready for you. Let's bring it over here.
Okay, we'll grab the fish here.
Okay.
Look at that. Looks delicious.
And here. See how that's thickened up real nice and pretty. Our mango sauce.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's screaming for a little bit of steamed rice in there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Put a
Look
little
at the steam coming
garnish
up.
on there. We got some
Don't cover the fish too much.
green onion. Okay, we'll go over here to the side.
There you go. Fish looks delicious.
Picasso. There you go, right there. All right. What do you think?
Looks great, Scott.
This is a really simple mango. The flavors are kind of sweet and sour. The sour came when I added that lime juice. And it's nice and thick.
That is delicious halibut.
I think I might have added just a little bit too much lime juice. It has a little edge to it, but it tastes good.
It's great.
You can always adjust it. If you find that you use something too much acidic, like lime juice or vinegar, just put a little bit of pinch of sugar and that'll take the edge right off.
Thanks a lot, Scott. This was a great recipe. And if you want to find more information about Scott's recipes or more information about Lowry's products in the DU line, you can always visit his website at sport-fishing.com. And remember that the proceeds from the Lowry sales with the DU logo go directly to DU for all their great work. But thanks again, Scott.
You got it, buddy.
And let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action here on Sport Fishing. Fish are really starting to pick up. My dad's bit, I got one going. The chum bucket's been working good today, really attracting a lot of fish toward the boat. There we go, what do I got? Calico. There we got nice little calico. Right here, the fish really swallowed the hook pretty deep. So what we're gonna do is cut the, come on, ducks. What we're gonna do is go ahead and cut the line. You can see the hook's way down there pretty deep. We don't want to hurt the fish. So just take the fish, cut the line as deep as we can, and just let it go. That was another one of those pin hooks. And again, we're fishing with the Premier rods, Dan Hernandez Inshore Series, a Kuma reel, 15-pound test line. Just fly lining bait right along the kelp. It's really easy and a lot of fun. All right, Dad, you gotta get one now. Nice calico going here. Put the hook, put the hook. There you go.
Got it.
All right, double.
Double.
Finally. Here comes mine. Not a monster. Nice size fish. Nice big old bass. What do we got here, Dad? Oh, there you got a nice one. Alright, nice fish. See how nice and orange he is? He's been in that kelp a lot, long time. There you go. Nice. Looks in there good. I got it.
I got it.
There you go. Nice fish, Dad.
That's a nice one. Is that
Good
keeper?
call. Yeah, it would be. All right.
Very good.
All right, we got time for one more.
Okay.
All right,
We'll try one more.
Turn on the bait. There you go.
Oh, yeah. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Oh, I'm getting bit. I'm getting bit.
Oh,
All right, he's good. Take care of him first. Oh, all right, nice fish.
oh man.
I got a hookup.
You got it?
I got a hookup. All right, yeah, this is your biggest one of the day.
It sure is.
Nice calico bass, eagle claw hook. Nice, beautiful fish. All right, let me get mine in real quick. Oh yeah, he's still there. All right. Hey, it's been a lot of fun out here all day, Catalina, small boat fishing. I'm trying to catch nice quality fish, and oh, there's my biggest one of the day. Nice,
That's a good
beautiful
size.
calico bass. That's a huge bass. Nice big bass. Taking a fly line squid. That's a fish. That's a beautiful fish. Big calico bass. Fishing live squid, eagle claw hook, pin hook made by Eagle Claw, Premier rod, Dan Hernandez and shore rod, Kuma reel. Beautiful combination. Quality fish like that. And again, we're using our chum bucket all day today. That really helps a lot. You have a good time today?
Very good, very good.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you
Dad.
very much.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
This is my dad. We're having a good time today. We're out here fishing together. And this is our family boat. It's a 30-foot Chris craft. Had a lot of fun today. Got a lot of calico bass. We never got that exotic we're looking for. But we had a great time. Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing. And I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing. Ready?
Yeah, let's go home.
All right.
Very good.